everybody. Welcome to Zeus Angel Mystic Tarot. It's arrived. We've arrived at the full moon. And well, it depends on which type of astrology you study, because in tropical, it's in Taurus, and in Vedic, it's a full moon in Aries. So you pick. Today, first of all, welcome all of you guys. Today we're reading for your past partner, all right, because it's retrograde on the 9th and we are in the pre-shadow phase, so there could be some reminiscing. For some of you signs, there's a few of you who an ex will return, okay. Those of the rest of us will have unexpected people. I already had an old coworker friend of mine pop up into my Instagram. It's not always an ex that comes around during retrograde. Sometimes it's lovers, sometimes it's family, friends, coworkers. Okay. Sometimes it's a past health issue that we've dealt with. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the X, because we are in the year number 9, you guys. And what that means is, in tarot, number 9 and numerology is endings. It's finalizing things. Okay. It's realizing that something has to change for growth to occur. So there are a lot of contracts being ended in this year, and karmic contracts, and there's a level up for all of the signs. What are we going to accept? What are we willing to accept? And have we grown from any kind of generational trauma? Okay, so we're all going to be tested with are we really ready? Even if it isn't an ex, it could be somebody who has the same characteristics. Are we going to play into those things, or are we going to grow from it? Okay, so we'll read them. We'll see where they're at. All right, so for a Gemini's ex partner or current, because if you're in a relationship, if you're single, it'll pull the ex. If you're with someone right now, it's probably going to pull their energy. But let's see what comes out for you, okay? Now remember, roles can be reversed. This is a general reading. Sometimes I pull for the X and it actually is telling me what you're doing. Okay, so keep that in mind. Have an open mind. Tarot is timeless and genderless. All right, these are for entertainment purposes only. King of Pentacles. Somebody's working on their stability. What's blocking this? King of Pentacles could be an earth sign. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Listen, things are going to be slow. Okay, so somebody here could experience money being slow, or Ace of Pentacles in reverse is still a good sign. Okay, so they could be waiting on something here. It doesn't have to be money, but it's something external. Ooh. And Emperor reverse. So some of you, if this could have been an Aries person that you were connecting to. I don't really like that. Okay, Emperor reverse. Either this person has issues with control, or they feel like they've lost control. It could also be a position at work that they didn't get, right? So I don't think they're having a good time right now. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. And in this deck, this is trapped between two realities. Everybody's dealing with this. Okay, if we're trying to level up in our lives or in our career, we could still be stuck doing the old things that we used to do, that we're trying to break free from. So it's also an uncertainty. Okay, it's trying to find the balance here. So they could feel out of balance. Ooh, now listen, the Queen of Swords comes out in their headspace. This is the divorcee, or somebody who's been through a divorce, or this is a cold energy that they could be in. Like, what, I've been hurt before. This is someone who's been hurt badly. So this could be in their mind space. I feel like, okay, they're in limbo. Now, we are in retrograde. I'm going to keep saying that because the cards are reflecting it here. There's some kind of, I feel like I'm in limbo. I feel like things aren't progressing, and I'm upset about it, or I'm feeling bitter, right? Like, look, okay, the Queen of Swords in this deck has a weapon, and they are so on guard, okay? And with the Hanged Man, this is let go and let God. It says on here, abused, scorned, and forsaken. Was he a madman or a prophet? So I don't know what it is that they're feeling like is not progressing here, but that's, retrograde energy if I ever saw it. This could also be you. And, tarot does what it wants to. So if somebody here is in limbo, maybe they're in limbo waiting to talk to you. I'm going to find out why that's there, but we're going to finish the Celtic cross here. Okay. Yeah. Oh, listen, cornered. Somebody here feels cornered. Okay. Somebody here feels triggered. The Seven of Wands is somebody who fights for their convictions. So they could be feeling very defensive. I'm picking up on a defensiveness, and somebody didn't get their way and they're not happy about it. That's just kind of the general gist. In the environment, the Page of Wands, this is a messenger. In the environment is for, there could be communication if they wanted it, but I feel like, some of you probably are in communication, or maybe the communication is slow and defensive. The thing that I've noticed about retrograde is that people are going to act out of pocket from how they normally do. So, and it's a role reversal as well. So somebody who normally is sweet might not be so sweet, and vice versa. Okay. Ooh, we have the Hermit. They could be studying something here for some of you. The Hermit, actually, it's God energy in the tarot, but honestly, I'm not feeling a whole lot of lovey-dovey. I'm not going to lie, it's not lovey-dovey. So what's the outcome here? We'll get into their feelings in a minute. I'm going to pull their feelings as well. King of Wands, Knight of Wands. I feel like this person has things that they're going through, that they're doing. The Knight of Wands is somebody who's doing a lot. They could be feeling overwhelmed at this time. All right. So what are they in limbo? What's this limbo energy? The Knight of Wands is also not somebody who sticks around. So this could be a fire sign, could be a Virgo, an Aries. Queen of Swords could be an air sign. The Chariot. I'm telling you, this person, I feel like in their personal life, there is some kind of goal that they want to achieve, and they're not achieving it. They're not able to pursue it. For some of you, a new car or a road trip here. If you guys are at long distance, maybe they can't see you right now, something like that. Okay, so why are they feeling defensive? Why are they feeling cornered? The Tower, Two of Swords. Ooh, I'm telling you, I'm pulling a lot of twos. When I get twos for somebody, that is somebody, and especially with the Chariot, I feel like there is a major decision about a direction for them to take in their lives. So I feel like they had a Tower moment, and it's got them feeling defensive. The Tower is when the rug has been pulled out from under you, okay? The Tower comes in when God is destroying something that's not supposed to be there. And then the Two of Swords, and they don't know what to do about it, okay? So something in their life is not going as planned, and they're not making a decision about something. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't know what this is about. I don't really feel like this is very lovey-dovey. Why is the Knight of Wands here? There's a huge change that this person needs to make, and I feel like they're not ready to do it. Yeah, Three of Wands. I feel like they could be talking to a lawyer or something. I feel like if this person was met with the potential to have a family, they're not sure if they want it, because potentially they're very career driven, career focused. They could even be in school. Okay. Now I'm going to find out how they feel and what is the blockage for them with you guys. So let's see. I was not pulling anyone else in that spread. They're very focused on themselves. Okay. So how is this person feeling about Gemini right now? Some of you guys, it could feel like it's over with you. We have the Death and the Four of Swords. Scorpio energy. Some of you, there could be someone around you or someone in their life who's maybe has poor health, but that's just for some of you. I feel like they think it's over. What is their deepest intentions with Gemini? This person wants to level up. Now I was seeing the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups. And this is how I know tarot is real, okay? Because this deck is two cards in one. It's the Ten of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like this person feels like they lost control of this relationship. And they definitely wanted, whether you know this or not, they wanted the house, the car, the kids, the marriage. They wanted, in the Wheel of Fortune, that's like destiny, okay? And that's change, that slow, gradual change. I feel like for some of you, this person was their career got in the way or their ambitions got in the way, but they really wanted everything with you. For some of you, okay? All right, so let's see if they're, but right now they're feeling like it's over. So what's the blockage? What happened? Two of Wands. There could have been distance. To me, the Two of Wands is waiting. So I feel like they could have left you hanging. They could have left you waiting. Or potentially there was long distance. Why the Two of Wands? So no, yeah, this could be one of those cases where somebody had maybe didn't devote enough time to the relationship. I'm not seeing any major red flags other than the Emperor reversed is somebody who could have some control issues or they feel like they lost control, right? I mean, if you're dealing with a masculine, it's all about ego and control in the beginning. Okay, that's the normal response. Nine of Cups. This is amazing, actually. So the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment. So I feel like this person didn't prioritize your needs. And that could have been a huge issue. Okay. I see that a lot in relationships. I think this person was really, goal driven or career focused and they didn't prioritize you. They didn't prioritize the connection. I do feel like they're kicking themselves about it. Ooh, oh my God. I think this person wanted marriage with you. Gemini, you got the best reading of all these that I've done. The Six of Cups. Wow. I feel like whether you know this or not, I feel like they definitely envisioned a future with you. And in this deck, this is marriage. The Six of Cups to me is like a past life love, or I mean, I don't know if you guys were childhood sweethearts or if you've known each other for a long time. It's almost like that relationship where you've been with them a super long time. And it's like when we talk about marriage, somebody gets cold feet. So they're like, yes, we'll get married after I get this promotion. Or I mean, it doesn't have to be that exact scenario, but I think this was something that was shelved between the two of you, you know, marriage, commitment, taking it to the next level. Yeah, it was in their mind. Did it happen? Probably not, because it looks like you guys are in a separation or things could have ended. Let's see if they'll take any action towards you. So they're definitely thinking about it now. And the Six of Cups is going to come out a lot right now because we're in retrograde. And it's definitely reminiscing, feeling nostalgic, thinking about the good times, thinking about what could have been, the would have, could have, should have. We could have been married. I could have done it. And I didn't. I dropped the ball, right? They fumbled you. Okay, so let's see if they're going to take any actions. Ooh, they fumbled you. Three of Wands. I think they're waiting to see what you're going to do. You have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. So I feel like this is a very planning. I'm planning in my head, but it's not very action oriented. So I feel like this person could have been a big planner, but then they don't follow through, is what I'm getting. Okay, so let's see anything else in their actions. No, this person is studying. I'm telling you, I feel like what happened is timing here. This is one of those relationships, those situations where divine timing came in and said, this person is still acting single. This person is still studying or pursuing some kind of goals, and they're just not prioritizing the connection even still. Okay, the Hermit though is God energy. And God is saying that there's probably something better for both of you, or it's not the right time. Okay. I don't know. Let's see what the outcome is. So, no, I feel like they're prioritizing their wealth, they're prioritizing their career. Some of you guys are sick of the anxiety. I feel like this situation, waiting and waiting to see if something's going to happen, is causing anxiety. And this is nine of swords. I don't like that. That's sleepless nights. I feel like you guys are just going to go ahead and heal. We have the Page of Pentacles. You could even talk to somebody new here. So I don't know. When I see the star, that's hope, that's healing, but that's also aligning with destiny. But it's right next to the Nine of Swords, and I don't like that. So Let's see what that means here. I don't really see them doing anything right now. Five of Pentacles. Interesting. So I feel like even if this person did come forward and like put out their hand to you, I feel like some of you guys are going to have a hard time trusting, because I feel like you're going to think about how they abandoned you or they didn't prioritize you, and maybe not want to accept their offer for some of you, right? It could give you too much anxiety. There could be too much uncertainty here. So, and it's up to you what you do, because I really don't see them doing anything for you, at least not right now. Okay. But the Five of Pentacles, you see how this woman, now it doesn't matter about the gender, but you see how this woman is like, she's got her back turned to this person who's offering something. So I feel like some of you guys, if you have dreams or daydreams where this person is proposing to you, they've probably had those thoughts or those dreams, but you're not looking at it. You're just like, I think our time here is done. I don't know if I can trust you not to abandon me again. I don't know if I can trust you, to stick around and to prioritize me. Are we going to fall back into that trap? Are you going to abandon me again? The Five of Pentacles is abandonment. It's leaving someone out in the cold. Like, if we got married, would things even be different? Would you still be not responding to my messages? Would you still be working late? Would you still not think about my needs? So I feel like you guys are at a crossroads here, whether or not to wait and have anxiety, right? I want what I want now. That's what I'm hearing. So I'm going to get into your energy. So, yeah, I mean, some of you guys could heal the anxieties, but even still, there is that lingering fear, that lingering doubt that things could go back to how they were. Let's see how you're feeling right now, Gemini. For those of you who are interested in new, I'm going to see if see if I can pull some cards for the new person, because I feel like some of you guys are going to abandon this, situation and just heal and just align with your purpose. Okay. High Priestess. Some of you guys know you have, like, listen, if you're coming to YouTube Tarot, you probably have psychic gifts or, intuition and inner knowing. All right. So I feel like you're chilling there. High Priestess energy. Like, I already know what I need to do. I already know what's going to happen. Lean into that. Okay. Because your guides are always talking to you, giving you messages, clues, gut feelings. How else is Gemini feeling about this situation right now? Ooh, yes. There it is. There's the work message. For some of you guys, this person prioritized work, but I feel like you guys are knowing that you have to focus on yourself right now. The eight, when I see the eights in tarot, that is, the self-conscious, the subconscious, and the self, and aligning with yourself here. Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're matching their energy. Like, oh, okay, you're going to prioritize your goals, you're going to prioritize yourself, so am I. And some of y'all could be putting that focus into work, self-work, study. The Star card, when I see the Star card, that's somebody facing their goals. What is my intuition telling me that I really want to do? What are my ambitions? Some of you guys could actually get some attention on the internet. We have the Justice card. I feel like you're trying to balance out your emotions. When I see the Justice card, this is the card. This is the sign of relationships. So I feel like you could be pursuing relationships that are more reciprocal. When I see the Justice card, people who give you what you give to them, I feel like you're disappointed in this past person. You're super disappointed. Some of you guys could be in this energy of, man, is that all there is? Like, is anything better going to come along? That's not fulfilling to me. So you could be in that energy. All right. How else are we feeling in November? Also, some of you guys could have moon in Cancer. This is moon in Cancer. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, no. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who nurtures the seeds that they have right in front of them, you know? And I feel like Gemini, you're working towards whatever you're working on right now, whatever that is for you. Some of you guys are trying to make more money. Five of Pentacles. I was getting a heavy work message before, so you guys could both be in this energy of I need to make more, inflation is nuts right now. I need to secure myself. I need stability. And if I'm not going to get stability with this person, I need to find someone who wants to get on the same page with me, who wants to work together with me, like let's pay bills together, let's be real, let's be a partnership. So I feel like that's what you're working on right now, Queen of Pentacles. All right, so let's see if there's anyone new coming in. How y'all doing? Like, subscribe, comment, share. I am going to be putting my email up if anybody's interested in a private reading. Y'all can email me. Okay. For the new person, I actually have Gemini rising in my Vedic chart. If you haven't checked out your rising sign, you guys, it is the best zodiac placement for horoscopes, especially if you look at your sidereal or your Vedic chart. Highly recommend it. Okay. Anyone new coming in for Gemini romantically? Some of you guys are disappointed with the dating world right now. I think a lot of people are. It's not just you. Ooh, yes. We had the Ace of Pentacles in the Celtic cross that I did. And I feel like, what the universe is saying, that something new wants to come in, but now's not the time. Because you have to process, the lessons of the past person. Because I know what it's like. We don't want to take accountability for our part. And we have to take accountability for our part in what went wrong. Like maybe you didn't have enough boundaries. Maybe you gave them too much attention. Maybe you waited around too long for them to pop the question. Whatever it is, learn the lessons and move on so that you can find better. I do feel like it's a heavy work thing for you though. So you could be looking for somebody who is a provider or who is stable. You could be looking for somebody who's stable. Like, I don't want no scrubs. You guys know that TLC song? You don't want somebody who can't pay for their own dinner, So, yeah, you're looking for somebody who matches your vibe. I feel like maybe you haven't found a stable person, somebody who's stable mentally, physically, financially, right? This is that I'm looking for somebody high value, somebody who will protect me, somebody who's not going to take from me or leave me on red. Anyone new coming in? And potentially you could meet an earth sign because I'm getting a lot of earth in this reading. So earth sign is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Oh my God, listen, Geminis, the Geminis that I know always have a lot of people around them who are interested in them because y'all are very social. You have the gift of gab and you want somebody who matches your intellectual prowess. Okay, and in this lifetime, especially if you have Gemini rising, you are the students, you are the learners, very intellectual. So some of you guys could be demisexual, which is like somebody who is stimulating to your mind. And I feel like you could meet someone who's stimulating to your mind. Ace of Swords. I love the Ace of Swords for you. This is a breakthrough. So you have something good here to look forward to. Ace of Pentacles is new. Ace of Swords is new. There's a little bit of a delay. We are in retrograde. Don't give up hope. Seven of Wands came up before, in that first spread. Go back and watch it because I feel like I was probably pulling your energy. Some of you guys could like I don't know, like there is a defensiveness here. So when you meet someone new, try and lower your defenses, try and lower your guard, and to not, how do I put this? To not think that they're going to be exactly like the past person. So you could meet someone, but they could trigger you here with the Seven of Wands. And now, if you had a really bad relationship in the past, yeah, I'm telling you, Seven of Swords, you could be thinking that that's going to happen again. So some of you guys don't sabotage something good that comes in. With the Seven of Swords, I feel like that's overthinking, paranoia. The Seven of Swords isn't just, the avoidant, sneaky. Sometimes the Seven of Swords is us sabotaging good things by, overthinking and, being avoidant of the issues. So some of you guys, that could be something that comes up for you. But also, this is a reminder to have good boundaries. Yeah, see, there it is. It's the Seven of Swords. So I don't know why that's there, but the Seven of Swords is a detective. They're going to go into it thinking, I've got to know everything. Okay. The sevens in numerology are all about intuition. So some of you, there could be someone here who triggers you like crazy. Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands. And I don't know why that's coming out for you, other than you've been through it before. There it is again, Seven of Swords. Okay, now we did have the Chariot in the last spread. So don't sabotage a good thing. Okay, make sure you get all of the information before you cut someone off. Okay, because I feel like you could meet someone and like things are going well, but you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. So if you want to find something bad about someone and you look hard enough, you will. So yes, if there's a red flag, address it, but try not to be too defensive and scare off people who could actually be really good for you, because you have, it's a bit of a trauma response here is what I'm picking up on for some of you. So some of you guys going into, dating or meeting new people here could get triggered to, avoid people or run away or see red flags where there aren't any. Seven of Swords in the Chariot. To me, that's like somebody who, like packs up all their stuff in the middle of the night and leaves. Like, I'm out of here. So don't be so quick to be reactive to people, but definitely ask the questions, have the boundaries, but don't just, I don't know. I hope I'm expressing myself right, you guys, because I know that we've all really had a hard time, and we've met the narcissists, and we've met all the people who are bad. They're not all bad. So we try to give people the benefit of the doubt, not be reactive. Some of you guys yourself could be avoidant or unavailable. And I'm going to call you out just a little right now, because sometimes when we attract unavailable people, it's because we're unavailable ourselves. So try and do the inner work, and so that this doesn't happen to you. Okay, you guys? All right. But yeah, there's new here if you want it. If you do the healing and you work on your heart chakra, you have to believe that you are worthy of good love. Because some of you could meet someone and think this is too good to be true, and you could like do a deep dive. I've done this before, and I've had to do this before, where you meet someone, you stalk all of their social media, you look at everything, and it's almost like you go too far down the rabbit hole, and you think that there's something there that you need to avoid this person for, but really you're triggered. So take that, do what you will with that. I don't know about your tarot status. It sounds like you're asking for a natal chart reading. There's a lot of calculators online. Check those out, you guys. I looked up it's called AstroSeek, and you can look up your sidereal chart and your tropical chart, and you can compare. I love that website. Highly recommend AstroSeek. All right, let's get some oracle cards. So some of you guys have some deep wounding, some deep healing. You could have your walls up at this time, even if something new doesn't come in. If something new did come in, you could sabotage it because your walls are built up really high to protect you. from going through something again. So let's do some work on that. Because trust me, if you're in this energy of being unavailable, putting your walls up, nobody good is gonna be able to get in there. All right. Let's pull some. I love this deck. Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. All right, we have Phoenix. How's that for a happily ever after? The happily ever after, you can have it. If you believe that you can have it, we are our thoughts. So we create our scenarios with our thoughts. I love that. There's a happily ever after. If you believe that you can have it. Also, I mean, sometimes we just have to focus on the small wins. Throne, your potential is endless. You're a king or a queen. Believe it. Work on that self-worth. Okay. And then we have wings. You never needed those wings to fly. That's kind of cheesy, but I like it. I don't really know what it means. And this is escapist. Come home to yourself. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys could be in this energy of feeling like detached, or like, how you get that glazed over look in your eye because, man, I can't believe what I went through, and you just want to escape it. But come home to yourself. Try to be present in the moment. Try not to ruminate about past hurts and harms. I know it's hard. Stay focused, stay centered, and keep your heart open for the good. Okay? All right, you guys, I'm going to get on out of here. I hope this reading elevated your consciousness in some type of way, shape, or form. If you are looking for a private reading, I am going to be putting my email up, okay? There are a lot of scammers. That's why I don't like putting my email out. But you can email me, and you never know. Thank you.